Okay. Right then, you lot. We have got a naughty one on today. Don't judge me, okay? We had a phone call yesterday of somebody, nice man, and basically he needs this sorted. He had a leak underneath the bath, so the plumber had to come out. This had like an acrylic-y face on the front of it, which is, as you can see, has all come off. He's tried to tile it himself. Didn't go down to plan, as we can see. And he's given me a call, said, Jack, really need this sorting. And because I've got quite a lot of time on my hands at the moment, and we're looking on getting some of these smaller jobs in, we're going to be doing the runarounds, we're going to sort it out. Okay, so my customer could not find anybody to come and do this bath panel for him, and it was looking terrible. He wanted to put his house up for sale, and so he had to go at doing it himself. And because of his bad knees, and it was killing him whilst he was trying to do it, the tiles were smudging everywhere, and he just couldn't get it done. And luckily he called me, and I didn't have much on, so I've come out, and we're here to try and make this look as good as possible for him. I know it's not an ideal situation. Ideally, it could have been having a bath panel be rebuilt, but we've done it for a good price for him, and we want to get it looking nice and fresh. Okay, so this is the strip that we're going to be putting underneath the panel to make it nice and flat. So if anything, that's just going to make the bottom bits of tile that are stuck here, they're going to be stronger, so it's not going to be a weak point underneath. Alright, like an absolute tit, I accidentally ended up recording this whole section in slow motion. So, what I did here is I centered the bath panel, and now I'm centering the tile, so that I can put the tile on the exact center of the bath panel and do my 2 marks either side. Then I can draw some lines down, basically measure what the bottom cut into the floor is going to be, and we can go downstairs and get that all cut. Before actually cutting the tiles, I spent a little bit of time waffling about how I used to install these exact porcelanosa tiles in new build houses when I was younger. So then I drew my line point to point across that feature tile that's going down the centre of the bath panel, and then we cut it in the back of the van on the IQ cutter. I'm double checking it now just to make sure I'm happy where it is before we go knock up our rapid set adhesive, because we don't want adhesive going off in our tub if things aren't right, and we're nice and happy. So we move on to the next stage. What an idiot. Just realised that I've been recording in slow motion for the past hour. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed that voiceover. Back to me talking. We're about to cut down this trim for the top of the bath panel. We've already cut down the tiles. And so we're going to get that middle column in, and then we're going to cut our tiles up to either side of the bath panel then, because we'll have our centre to work off, and then we can work into the wall. So I'm going to cut this down now with a hacksaw, and then we're going to get it all stuck on. Okay, mistake number 1 is that we didn't bring our drill. We bought all of our power tools apart from a drill, so we've got to do it by hand. Thought my SDS might have done it, but no. Right, is what it is. Okay, so as soon as we've worked all that in, I'd say it's a fairly good consistency. As I've said in all my other videos before, obviously you want to keep mixing it, make sure you've got all those little nuggets out. But if it doesn't fall off the trowel like this, that's, you know, you're pretty much there. Now, I don't think putting that screw tape there is like anything game changing. I'm not, don't for a second think that, oh, that's gonna just, like, this is not an ideal situation, okay? We've already discussed the whole subject of it possibly being a bit of a bodgy job. There's a right way to do it, and I'm trying to do everything I can to make what is potentially a bodgy job into being a better quality one. So tight in here. Okay. That's going to keep that wedged in there. So this just wants to come in the top, just like so. Nice. That fits in just beautifully. And then the plan is we're going to silicone the top of this, which will hold the bath panel nice and sturdy too. Silicone the bottom. Nice. So we're going to take these measurements now, take these measurements, go downstairs, cut the tiles, come back up, install them. Okay, so we've just quickly measured these. So we're just going to run the 20.2 across here, because that's fine, that works out nicely. 20.5 over there. So it's slightly angled here, but I think as we're coming over there, silicone at the bottom, we're going to be all good. So 20.5 over there, 20.2 here, and it's 53. So it's 52.5, so we're going to do 52.2, leaves a little bit of expansion either side, silicone it up, boom, done. That's what we're going to do. Bit of silicone spray is good for your tile cutters. It's better to use the silicone stuff apparently, because then it doesn't deteriorate the rubbers. Right, 52. Oh dear. Just try and get it right. Okay. So that just created this little chip. It's okay though, because what is it? 20.2 takes us to about there, so we'll cut it off, but I don't want to risk it, because if it happened up here, that's not good. Got 20.2, go about there. I'm going to do the same here, 20.2. 0.5, boink, 20.5, boink. That's that one there, isn't it? Yep. Okay, so that's the left one, left bottom. Now, this is actually the first time I've ever done this, right? So this is the IQ228 cutter. I've had it for years. Bought it when I was having a nightmare doing a herringbone kitchen splashback whilst it was raining outside. But anyway, that's beside the story. But this is the first time I've done this, where I've left it in the back of my van. I ran an extension cable from his porch into my back of my van, and I could just leave it like this. I don't know if any of you have ever seen the lock picking videos. Have you seen it where people get locked out of their car and so they call this guy and he comes out and he jumps in the back of his van and make some new, I don't know, I just kind of reminded myself of that. The only downside to this is that everything in the back of my van was getting covered in dust, which, to be honest, I'm not overly bothered about. This was quite nice and convenient not to have it out on his drive, and it means that I didn't get loads of chips and little bits of tile over his drive. Right. Just going to give these a little buff up before we install them. Knocked up way too much adhesive. Okay, so that's in, they're in. Now for these crappy pieces over here, so yeah, bear with me. I'll try and make it as nice to watch as possible, but can't guarantee anything. Also, if you made it to this point, genuinely, I really want to know what you guys think of the different perspectives in terms of camera angles. Do you like the POV when it's on my chest? Or would you prefer for me to put a little bit more effort into just trying to make sure it's more of a B-roll kind of cam when I'm doing things? Right then, not too bad. It's 12 o'clock. I don't think we've been too bad, to be fair. I know it's only a bath panel, but we've done all of the recorded, prepped it, done all of that, and it's tiled. So we're going to go and have a bite to eat. Let that dry a little bit. Have a tidy up downstairs, basically get everything on the van, get our grout out, get our bucket ready, clean this adhesive out, stick that in a bin bag, and just have a tidy up so we can literally come in, grout it, dry the bottom down and the top, silicone it, and we're off. Alright, cool. So we're all tiled, guys. That's the worst bit of any job like that out of the way. We're going to eat our food. And today we've got chicken with... There we go. It's far too much food, to be honest. Chicken with sweet potato, and there's broccoli in there, and rice. But I don't know about you lot. Grafting all the time, it's so easy to go out and eat crap, right? And like meal deals and all that sort of stuff. And so something I want to do and be more mindful of now I'm back at work on the tools is eating healthy. Dry grout. We've mixed this up. Sorry guys, didn't show you that. Couldn't be bothered. But it's nice and thick. We're going to be super neat with this because the neater we are, the less time it's going to take to wash off, and also the less mess in terms of wetness we're going to make. We're going to dry it out anyway, then we can silicone. Done. Yeah. Right, another little tip. I'm pretty sure everywhere is as dry as it needs to be. But just to make sure it's absolutely bone dry, hair dryer on the warm setting, obviously. I'm just going to just run it around for 60 seconds, making sure that dry. You might even just blow away any last little bits of dust or something like that. And then we're going to silicone. And here we go. So the siliconing part of this job it becomes a little bit controversial. I know a lot of people don't like spraying water or soapy water onto the top of silicone, which I totally agree. Like in a proper wet area, on a shower tray, something like that, it needs to be seriously avoided, actually spraying it directly onto the tiles. But here you're going to see me do it, and the reason why I do it is because these tiles are so textured and bumpy. I know 100% if I just try and scribe it without using any soapy water, the silicone is going to stick in all of those grooves. It's going to take me ages to get it right, and it will not look anywhere near as neat. What a mess. I'll have to sort that out in a minute. It's hard to do. Mastic man, how the bloody hell are you doing this bit here? Look at that mess. Oh, scheiße. Oh, God. Oh, God. Got silicone all over my shoe. And yeah, to be honest, I wasn't really planning on throwing out lots of tips here, but another little tip: when you are silicone in a bathroom, try and avoid wiping the leftover bits of silicone on a piece of kitchen roll on the floor, and instead have a little plastic bucket or a cup and you wipe it on the inside of the cup, and it makes it so much cleaner. Right, quick one. So I thought I had silicone on my face saying quick one. Two things now. I am going to be using this tool, and this tool, I don't normally use this, but because of all the ridges in it, and this is very flexy, it's going to allow for it to just get into the ridges and it's going to scribe it off. Second of all, I'm going to do something super controversial, okay? A lot of people whinge and moan about this. I'm going to use some soapy water. And again, I'm going to use this because of it being so ridgy, all the silicone's going to get stuck in there if I don't use soapy water, and that's what we're going to do. It's not a shower tray, it's a bath panel. So we're going to spray it up, we're going to scrape all that silicone off, and then we're going to show the customer. Okay, I'm going to go again. There's no way you can silicone that corner without using soapy water. It would just be ridiculous. Just to dry down our tiles here so it's not so wet. Okay, right, we're going to show the customer, we're going to see what he thinks. It looks good though. Alright, we're going to go get it. Right, yeah? Oh, mate, do you want to come and have a little look?
How are you looking? That's banging, that is, mate.
Yeah?
That's fantastic, mate. That's come out fucking brilliant, man.
Looks better, doesn't it? It's nice having it tiled, mate, when it's all matching.
That is so good, mate, yeah? That's amazing.
Yeah?
That's so much better than I thought. Fuck me, it's made mine look shit for me. Mate, I actually physically watch the tournament every day.
Happy days. Customer's happy. Panel looks nice, solid, and that's that. Guys, let me know what you think down below. If there's any particular type of jobs you'd like me to take on, I'm getting all sorts of stuff coming in at the minute. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you didn't like. And I'll see you later.